세러데이 쇼다운 T1 대 젠지 또 너냐?
Everything tastes purple, which is cool. But it will be Nautilus. As
Annie.
wait, so
Where is anyone?
okay, hear me out. So we are going.
Is it Canna Lee Sin top?
No, I think it's just top LeBlanc. It's the Dun Dun special.
The Dun Dun special made it.
Which makes sense. Trying to play into LeBlanc as Jax does not sound like a fun and enjoyable experience at all.
The Kai'Sa coming into the LeBlanc as well. We've seen this work out before. See how DRX go up against T+ Kia here in game 1.
They've always been a big fan of using those as we are ghosting.
We are definitely running after Beryl. And the Frost Shot working out. He's in a cozy campfire as well. As Paddock's like, I've got Calibrum, I have lots of range. And Deft is like, haha, not enough. And Canyon starting off on the enemy blue buff. They are going to be able to steal this one away. Potential 3 buff here. No?
Gouda. No, I've never been. Oh. Even though it's like a rich piece of Dutch history, yeah.
And it's one of my favorite cheeses, just for sandwiches as well.
Yeah, no, I mean, I love the cheese. I've heard that as a...
All right, Rascal, can you get another solo is the question. The chains do connect, and Canna is flashing the leap strike. Going to come forward, and there it is. Solo kills, and Canna's going to try and catch up immediately afterwards, but that's first blood going over to Rascal. And they'll grab a little Rift Scuttler here at the same time. So D+ in a pretty good position. And it looked great, you know, it's like, it's so cool. You're like, Rascal, yeah, gets the solo kill, gets first blood. And then the result is all negative.
Yeah, actually able to get off his Counter-Strike stun and just waits for the Empower. Knows he has Leap Strike as well.
Yeah, I think he thought that he was going to be able to live.
오케이. 이득.
Yeah, I think he's okay.
탑 라인 좋아?
Top lane, his top lane's good. Top lane's good, guys.
Yeah, well, look at
Having
this.
a good time.
Look at the CS.
Yeah, it is. And this is also continuing to be a very bad time as Canna going to go back to, gets the Mimic Chain, but Rascal going for it again. Does have Flash, but you can see this time, not going to opt in for it. Somewhat scary, but Static Shiv means that Canna will just be able to ignore him pretty soon. There's the flash forward, the bear comes down, the Q is going to land, and a very comfortable kill for Canyon here in the mid lane. You love to see it, and D+, they have said that we want to play more towards that top side. We feel like maybe that is what our identity needs to be. Maybe it isn't play through Deft and look for those victories. You can see that Canyon going to start it off at least that way right now.
And the easiest setup in the world for Showmaker. And this is where the lack of cleanse for Fate is definitely going to hurt him. Teleport, extremely valuable, obviously, when it comes to playing it out in the mid lane. But against Ashe, against Annie, not having access to that summer is going to feel really rough and isn't really going to get better anytime soon.
Ow. Every time the Static Shiv hits, I'm just like, when's the next patch? It's next week, guys. We're going to be fine.
We'll be okay.
Yeah, we'll eventually.
And to be fair, if this was an AP LeBlanc, I don't think it'd be a lot better. I don't really think it would change. Obviously.
What about Trinity Force, Blade of the Ruin King, Dun Dun LeBlanc?
Ooh, Kanamari caught off guard here. Does have his flash available.
He does.
No W.
Just going to come over and try and get these minions. There's the flash out of the way from the stun. Juhan, successful gank as he moves towards the top side, but it's not going to alleviate it too much here. And yeah, he will.
Yeah.
Canna comes on over, going to grab the last plate and goes back to the distortion, but they've probably caught him out here. Canna probably caught greeting as they dive on him. They will be able to pick up the kill. Nicely punished here by DRX, but it is still a lot of money going over to the LeBlanc.
I'd enjoy that.
I also think that, like, Deft has been a really good Ashe player throughout his career, and I find it really funny that it's Beryl that has the Ashe skin. It feels a little bit like Deft got 2.
You know what? It might actually have been a good angle, although we do see the collapse from the bot lane, as DRX should be looking for a 5v5 contest here.
Hook is going to land there onto Canyon. He will be knocked up. Showmaker comes around now, finds a big Tibbers. Canyon's back in, and Beryl's going to go down now. Deft is going to try and clean this one up, but he's going to have to flash over the wall because Fate dives in. Showmaker's still there, though. He's been ignored. He's got full health as Rascal dives on top of Canna, and he might be able to pick this up, but Distortion is so frustrating, and Paddock is going to go down. Rascal is successfully avoided by the top laner of D+, and now Showmaker finds yet another stun. I think he's picking up a POG for his Annie performance. I don't want to get ahead of myself or anything like that, but he's looking pretty good here. Near the pressure, move it further forward, make the map as dark as possible. Kana moving towards the bottom side. Rascal, he'll get a demolished Brock. There you go. And he's actually using his counter-strike to get a
Kana!
Nice little sidesteps there, and he gets a little bit sad.
That's big.
Yeah.
Is this a repeat of the Kana play?
Well, he is going to get the first turret for DRX. They are not going to be turretless this game, but they will be Jaxless for the next little while.
That's Soul.
Yeah.
They might go Baron, but
it might be Baron. That's a great buffer of the hook, but Beryl is still dead. Cross shot going to be flying forward, and there is the volley to finish it off. So 2 kills. And that should mean definitely that this Drake is going to go down. Parak is looking for Kana.
Might as well try to get a kill
Voidseeker
here.
is going to miss. It means that he's not going to come forward. And oh my goodness, the Severum value is insane, but Kana is still going to be able to make it out. That was a flex play. I mean, DK, they're going to take the Baron. There's a lot of this.
They're not that. They're alive.
They are definitely alive. Canyon may not be alive. As there's the kick. Oh, he waits for the counter-strike, kicks him away, and Taxi's on top. Is he going to win a 1v1 against the Jax? I guess the Jax is very far behind, and so yes, he will. Canyon, just FYI, pretty good at that.
Man,
he's 4-0-4.
When you get a free cap right, you don't give him 1 star, okay? Come on!
Oh, no.
As Rascal goes down, and now, as mentioned, as soon as Baron comes through, not gonna have a good time.
Beryl is dead once again. Out of the fountain, into the furnace, into the death chamber, I guess, is how it kind of goes. And D+, they're done with this game. They won out. And I think they're going to go via the enemy Nexus in order to get there. Looks like they will. They'll dot an eye or two as they take down this inhibitor. It wasn't a very honest 1v1. Let's just say that. As we're straight back into the action, Beryl's dead once again. He's going to be blocked as Canyon is going to kick him in the face, and the Nautilus will go down. Kana, looks for Juhan. He heartbreakers, but it's not going to be enough. As there goes the Viego. Canyon diving on forward. It's a double kill here for Kana as Fate is just going to get chopped up. And Rascal, last man standing underneath his Nexus turrets. Canyon gets on in there. The Gore Drinker doing a bunch of work. As Showmaker, he's got a whole bunch of minion friends, but it looks like this Nexus is not long for the world. And D+, a dominant victory over DRX here in game number 1. We'll see whether they can keep it up for game 2, which was the problem in round 1, but so far, looking absolutely fantastic. And this is what a damage graph looks like if you manage to snowball your composition effectively, and that is precisely what D+ did this game. Knew what they needed to do, and they did it.
Could be Draven.
He does really like that.
You know, I'd be angling for Samira or a Ningala if this was another team, but it is D+, so it will just be the Ashe. Also solves, I think, the issue of Rel being the only form of engage, gives you a little bit more when it comes to trying and threaten, because I think this DRX comp is really, really hard to deal with. Right?
Can potentially take some aggression out onto Kana here. We'll see how DRX goes. We jump into the Rift for game 2. Pretty cute. Some fake outs here by D+. As Beryl be slowed down a little bit. You get caught by the Ashe. It can get a little bit rough. He takes the Pulverize, but Showmaker is still chasing after him. Switches on over. You have a few more buttons if you're Jace. Now Kellen looking to try and get an angle as Deft moves into the brush. They know exactly what's going on. Get that ward pinged, get that 5 gold, move themselves back.
Yeah, trade's still not looking too hot, most notably because a lot of sustain has already been taken away here from Beryl, because obviously he got chunked very hard, and they should still not be able to reach level 2 safely here, as Deft is going to secure them some vision.
Yep, with his own ward as well. You love to see it. Little DRX Alpaca.
Yeah,
doesn't find Juhan, but they might be able to infer that he is heading towards his blue buff. As okay, Canyon moving on in here. As Death could get into the brush, he's across. Never mind.
There's no way we could possibly know that this is happening.
Yep.
This is normal.
How could you guess? As they're going to go for it. Beryl in trouble, and he will just be taken down. It's first blood going over to the Ashe. Deft going to be able to walk away with it. If I saw a Krug wandering into my lane in bot lane and I didn't know about Nico, then I would also panic, okay?
Oh, all in on top side here.
Yeah, Rascal taking the worst end of it at this point, but the Ruthless Predator comes out. Kinda thinking that he likes his chances.
Does it to cookies.
They trade some ultimates here as Fate just watches as a fake Nico goes home. They also have a lot of just inherent controls. We're going to check out this bottom lane fight. Beryl still level 5. Deft throwing out autos where he would like. Cross shots working out. And Padak in a little bit of trouble. All of them, apparently. And, oh dear. Oh, now he's a Raptor! Okay, he's not going to freak Beryl out again as he's getting flanked. How many ashes are there? The headbutt comes in, but Beryl is still dead. Canyon very comfortably grabs that kill. And now Padak is going to get Magnet Stormed and taken out. Deft tanking the turret. There is a Nature's Grasp that flies through. Fate looking to come in. Kellen will be the first one to go down. Gets himself a reset as the volley flies in. Fate flashes his head into the wall, and that is a double for Showmaker. I'd say in the cons column for DRX, but D+ looking fantastic.
The early bot lane situation goes really, really poorly. Well,
Kana gets a soul.
Now it's worse!
Okay, now they are neck and neck. Kana is 1 behind. It's currently sitting at 9, and I believe Rascal is on 10.
I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean for it to actually happen.
Yeah, it's a cast of blessing for D+ fans, but you definitely cast a curse DRX real bad with that one. Difference between a player that is very good at Nico and a player that's kind of played a few games on Nico, though. Like the skill express, like being able to utilize Shape Splitter effectively and having the adept mind games. Yeah, that's it's real different.
We take another look at this, and
Kana gets the Counter-Strike back.
For the last like 2.5 years, it's just been it.
Yep, and Arrow going to find him once again. He is going to press his ultimate button this time, and he's going to go for an engage. Finds Kellen, but now he's kind of by himself. Kind of gets into the backline. Padak, you mentioned melee range with the Jax, and it's once again a bit of a problem here as the Empower just pops him like a balloon. Fate now looking to run away. That's a jump scare as the Jax comes out of the brush. Shock Blast. Juhan going to avoid that damage, but the Jax himself is going to be a problem, and Deft is going to slow him down and take him out. Kana, once again, looking for more. The rest of his team's like, no, please don't. Let's not dive underneath the turret. He's Hex Flashing his way over. DRX all grouped up, looking for this opportunity, but Kana is over the wall. The flank angle is fantastic for the Jax. And Beryl, he has to ult very, very early in this one. Kellen in the back of the pit, and DRX realize they cannot do anything about it. Still, Beryl tanking for a long time. He will now die because the ult has worn off. That is a headbutt onto Kana, though, before he does fall. And Beryl survived for a really long time. The Jax goes down first. Beryl walks out. What the heck? How dare he? As Showmaker is going to chase after him, will take him down. And DK will definitely win the fight as Canyon goes golden and will deny the Crocodile his kill. Fate now underneath the turret. And DK, they're running out of health bars. They are still looking for more.
This game, though, not part of that.
No. Doesn't go on the resume, I don't think. As Nature's Grasp comes on in, they're going to try to get out of this one. Decent Chains of Corruption from Padak. But Kellen is tanking for days. They do manage to take him down, but now D+ are closing in. Padak going to be Deft's first one, and he's going to flash for it. The volley picks up the kill. They have the vision over the wall, as well as Blast Cone is taken by the two of them, but DRX get into their base. Okay. And Rascal is in the mid lane.
He'll get a bounty.
Killing all of these minions and stuff.
Get a bounty.
There we go.
Gets inner mid.
Okay. Rascal and Juhan. Fate is here as well.
Tree with a dream.
Yeah, Kana's gonna flash in. He finds a huge counter-strike stun, the Pop Blossom to get rid of the Crocodile. And Fate not gonna get snared, but Kana is not gonna let him escape. Never mind, the Buster Shot is going to be there. Okay, that was not exactly the cue you were looking for there, Showmaker, but it doesn't really matter as everyone explodes. And D+, they'll go back to the Baron potentially, although their health bars are relatively low. Padak not going to be doing anything about
Get him, Padak! Come on, man, you can just hit him with enough arrows. You can do it! No!
Canyon's just floating. What happened to the Varus?
He died.
Oh,
playing pretty well. I don't care about this. I wanted to see what happened.
Okay, now the Nature's Grasp. The dragons are flying through, but the arrow is going to last here. Beryl! He's your former teammate as the Pop Blossom's going to pick up two. Padak's like, all right, I'm out of here. We are done with this one. It's a double for Deft in the end. They do manage to get some bounty gold here as Showmaker. Oh, that's what happened to Padak.
Not the duck.
Yeah, thankfully we didn't get that replay because there was more action that we had to look at in a row here. If they are able to kill the Nexus, which I assume they will, as here it is. This is from Deft's perspective, and he got hit with an arrow. The archer got hit with an arrow.
Thank you. I'm glad we got that cleared up. It hurts me to watch, but
yeah. And at that moment, it was 4.
So here we're trying to kill Showmaker. At this point, because it doesn't matter, right? Like they've already lost the game, and they're just trying to go for silly Hail Mary plays. Another one.
Speaking
Can
of which,
they kill Kana?
The Dragons.
Oh, there were so
Off
many
into
people.
the distance
There's
as he
so
blasts
many.
Cone. Showmaker comes on over. Kana is kind of huge and does have a stopwatch. That'll stop the explosive charge, and he's now dead. But survive. Well, not.
That's one.
Took a lot longer than I was expecting. Beryl going to get jumped on though, and now it's a 1-for-1. Canyon. Oh dear, there's a Buff Blossom. And everyone just, oh my, to the skies, killed 2 people. It's a full house, depths full of Showmakers, and oh, just kill the Nexus.
End it, please. They have Infernal Soul Atlas.
Yeah, I think, yeah. I mean, it's been done for a while, and Showmaker, he's going to get to it. Of course, Showmaker is the man that does like going home as early as possible, and he's going to see that they are going home early. And yeah, the melee minion is just going to wander into the fountain, as Canyon likes to do. Beryl just flash pulverized. And Canyon goes down. There we go. Beryl locks down the solo kill. And the Nexus is going to fall. D+ Kia, 2-0 this evening in, yeah, very dominant fashion. Is that serious?
Yeah.
Oh my, the first series was pretty long, Chronicler.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Jason for the PUG interview translation. And D+ Kia started off the second round of the LCK Summer with a clean 2-0 victory up against DRX. Now we are here joined by the solo POG on the side of D+ Kia, Canyon. Now you are leading the POG standings here in the LCK Summer. How do you feel? I was not expecting winning POG like so many times this season, so I'm pretty surprised that I got so many POGs. And it feels amazing to be the POG leader. Canyon, I have a question for you. Please listen to the champions that I mentioned and figure out what are they sharing in common. Maokai, Cyan, Viego, Nico, Kojix, Nautilus, Lee Sin. I guess those are the champions I want POG? Exactly. You are able to win POGs on so many different champions. 7 out of 8 of your POGs were on different unique picks. And today I have to ask you this. Why are you so good? Well, to be honest, I don't think I'm that good. I guess I just have a really deep champion pool because of my teammates, because they're always letting me play different picks. So I want to share credit with them. And also my teammates also have a very deep champion pool, so we can always try some new flex picks. Then is there any other champions that you want to win POG on? Well, I need some time to think about this. Maybe in Italy? Yeah, exactly. Nidalee is getting a buff in the upcoming patch as well. So we'll be looking forward to seeing some of more Nidalee action in the future LCK matches. We saw LeBlanc on the top lane, something that was played in the last season. Could you break down the drafting in that game? Kana is really good at long-range champions. He did a great job on LeBlanc top in solo queue, so we tried it in scrims. And today we had the perfect situation to play LeBlanc top. So yeah, we decided to give it a go. And Canyon, you played Lee Sin in that game. First ever Lee Sin game in the current patch. You are able to win 1v1 up against Jax on the top lane. So we were in the second phase of the pick and ban, and looking at the picks that were available for jungle, Lee Sin looked pretty good. also considering the comp that opponents were opting into. And at the end of game number 1, we were able to have a listen into the D plus Kia player comms, and the players were like, your listen is so sick, and he were like, no, I was in a really good spot where I could just pop off. What was really good, considering the opponent's comp to make listen pop off? We had Annie already on our side, so I can always just let my Q onto the stunned opponent. I guess D plus did have some good engage tool for Lee Sin to follow up. And then Kenyon, you had another chance to play Nico in game 2. Is there any message you want to say to other LCK teams who don't let Nico through? Well, actually, Nico's getting nerfed in the upcoming patch. So I'm not really sure whether it's viable. And today, Deft played Ashe for 2 games in a row. I think it was a great enabler on the side of D plus Kia. How does D plus right now rate Ashe right now? Deft really likes Ashe, you know, we all know that. And Ashe does have really strong tools. So I think this day's Ashe is pretty strong. Today, D plus Kia is having so many things to celebrate. Showmaker got 1,500 kills, and also Deft got 2,500 kills. Now, Kenyon, is there anything you want to say to Showmaker and Deft for their milestones, maybe? Am I supposed to say something to them right now? Dear Showmaker, congratulations on your 1,500th kill. I think I'm gonna catch up really fast, but congratulations anyways. And dear Deft, he's been in the LPL as well, but it's amazing that he got like 2,500 kills. I don't think I can catch up to that. I don't want to congratulate on that. I would rather want to say I'm really amazed by your milestone, and I hope you can get more kills as well. So we're looking forward to seeing Kenyon actually hitting 1,500 kill milestone as a jungler in the LCK. Deft recently in an interview said, D plus players are so nice. He actually wants you guys to be a little bit more aggressive and, you know, sometimes a little bit more selfish when playing the game. Well, I actually agree with him, you know. It's about the gameplay he's mentioning. I mean, it's, you know, it's good to be nice in real life, but you don't have to be nice on the Rift. It doesn't really help you win games. And you have to be really selfish and mean if you want to win more games. So I want to be a bad person, and I think I am a bad boy on the Rift, to be honest. D plus Kia is now on a winning streak and a great start of the second round robin. And next week, you're going to play up against Live Sandbox. We really have to get more wins in order to, you know, make it through the playoffs. So I hope you can get another win to, you know, continue this momentum. We will do our best in the upcoming matches. Thank you very much, Kenyon. And this will be the end of the interview from Kenyon, the solo POG on the side of D plus Kia, and back to the space. Thank you.